right? So the peace of Jesus is different from the peace of the world. So the peace of the world, when the world talks about peace, they're talking about the absence of trouble. So peace of the world is being free of conflict. When they talk about peace of the world, it means having no stress. It means being free of anxiety. And so basically the world version of peace is a kind of a temporary escape from this troublesome world, this troublesome existence. There's a historian that described peace as the lull in the battle when everyone stops to reload. So the world's view of peace is that there's going to be trouble and chaos, but every now and then, all your conflict, all your stress and everything is gone. You have these little periods of time when there is no stress, a little period of time when there is no chaos. And it reminds me of when I was growing up, there was a commercial. There was a lady, it was a mother, and her kids were yelling at her, and she's trying to make dinner, and her husband is yelling at her, and different things are happening, and she goes into the bathroom and shuts the door, and she says, "Calgon, take me away." And she sets the bubble bath, and she's just has a smile on her face. And so what they're trying to convey is that, if you buy this bath soap, then once you get into the tub, there's going to be peace. So there's going to be a period of peace while you're in this bathroom. Once you go out the door, all chaos is going to break back loose. But there's a period when you can be at peace. So that's kind of worldly peace. It's like there's a period of time when all the stress, when everything goes away. And so in the world we pursue peace. You pursue peace with distractions, with recreation, or maybe watching football or basketball, or people pursue peace with drugs, a temporary escape. They pursue it with shopping or going to get a massage, or maybe even with yoga or meditation. And so that's a natural peace. That's a natural peace. It's a natural peace that we get. So that's kind of
distractions.
It's a distraction, or it's a distraction from stress, or it's to relieve you from stress. Yeah, distraction. So that's kind of a natural peace. So that's not the peace that surpasses understanding. So that peace is easily understood. That doesn't surpass understanding. We understand that because it's, you release from your stress. There's no stress. That's natural. That's understand. And so secondly, though, peace is not, we're not talking about the peace that you get when you get what you want. So a supernatural peace is it's like you said, it's supernatural peace is more when there's a peace when you don't get what you want. So a peace when the chaos hasn't stopped, when things are still going bad, that's a supernatural peace. It's not the peace that you get when everything goes your way. It's peace, I talked about the example when I was, stressing and anxious when I was looking for a job, and then at some point God said, "Stop looking." And then all of a sudden I was at peace. I wasn't stressed, I wasn't anxious, so that was a sign that it was from God. It's like, although my problems didn't go away, although the stress and everything was still there, I was at peace. So my problem didn't get fixed. I didn't get what I wanted, but yet the word from God gave me peace. So that's a sign that is from God. It's a supernatural peace is a peace that's not based on your circumstances. It's not based on what's happening. So a natural peace is based on things outside of you. It's things based outside of you, your circumstances or situation, where supernatural peace is not based on things outside of you. It's a thing based inside of you. And we talked about in the lesson of the 3 Hebrew boys, we talked about a concept of fireproof faith. Fireproof faith, the 3 Hebrew boys, they put them in the fire, and yet they still didn't doubt God. And they said, we know that God can deliver us, but even if he doesn't, we still won't bow down. So God didn't deliver them from the fire. So he said, sometimes God will deliver you from the fire, and sometimes he'll make you fireproof. So sometimes God will deliver you from the fire, other times he'll make you fireproof. So fireproof faith is when God doesn't remove the circumstances, but he gives you a peace or he allows you to get through it in a supernatural way. He gives you a calm, he gives you a contentment to get you through it. So when the storm doesn't go away, when the solution isn't presented, when you don't get healed, but yet you get through it. And God, you get through it in a supernatural way. That's fireproof faith, and that's a sign that it was God. So when a word comes to you and it gives you a supernatural peace, that's a sign that it might be from God.